CryptoSLO, cryptocurrency news and investing.
CryptoSLO with more crypto gains. Tonight's topic is Tether. So if you've been following all of the Tether information lately, you're seeing that we had this huge downward spike in Tether. And basically it's a stable coin and it's supposed to always be worth $1. But what you're seeing on the charts is 95 cents. I guess tonight's video is more about retrospective of being in the crypto game for a while. If it walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, it's probably a duck. Keep in mind, with the audits in place or the availability of checking this, no one really knows if Tether is truly backed or not. And that's the point of this video. Is it's not FUD. I'm not saying that Tether's not backed, but what I'm saying is that they haven't proved that it is backed. I mean, all the exchanges freezing Tether, and if you kind of look at the history, when Tether was coming onto the scene, the exchanges had really crazy Tether rules where, like, when things were booming or Bitcoin was diving, Tether, they had like these really severe withdrawal penalties of like $50, $100 to move your Tether, which was absolutely insane. Because ultimately, if this thing is truly backed by fiat, you should be able to get your fiat anytime you want. In actuality, I would love to see a stable coin that came out that was bank backed, that actually you could cash out your Tether for fiat. Like if Coinbase added Tether to Coinbase, you could readily exchange it for cash. But the reality is you can't, and you have to look with the range all the way down to 86 cents, and then fiat cash outs were halted. There was a bunch of talk that somebody had cashed out like $500 million in Bitcoin, and there's several Twitter bots that follow Tether anytime there's a printing of Tether, and you can check this out on the Explorer. But ultimately, remember, crypto is supposed to be based on the blockchain so that the third-party entity of trust is removed, because it's mathematical. And in the case of Tether, it's not mathematical, it's trust. Look at BitConnect, same kind of situation. This thing is backed by trust. Let's be real. And the fact that you are trusting that you will be able to get your dollar out of Tether. And if you look at the current price, that's not the case. I mean, just a small percentage move on Tether. If you get on some of the exchanges like Binance or Bittrex, you're seeing that a Bitcoin is 6,700 if you try to buy it with Tether. So with that being said, a warning. If Tether is frozen or it's backed by trust, if there's any kind of cataclysmic drop in price or anything, this trust could be broken. And what does that mean for Tether? Tether could go to $0. Yes, repeat, $0. And I'm not saying this because of FUD. The reality is, if they had the dollar, they would show it and prove it. It's simple math. If you have 200 million Tether, you should have 200 million US dollars. Otherwise, this coin would not be showing signs of weaknesses that it is showing. Now, I know that people are thinking they could day trade it, like on this big dip. People probably made some money on it, flipping the Tether. But that's not the purpose of it. So just be careful if you are have a lot of your crypto collateral in Tether, or you trade in and out, because instantaneously we have seen that if trust is lost in something, the price goes to $0 or very, very, very reduced. Or the second scenario is the exchanges will limit liquidity immensely, meaning they'll freeze your Tether, they'll stop withdrawals, they'll stop cash outs, they'll stop moving. So with that being said, and seeing how many scams in the crypto game, and I'm not saying, once again, let me repeat, I'm not saying that those dollars aren't there, but based on the price action and what's happening, it kind of leads you to believe that it's fractional to some extent. So just be careful. Always make sure you have a nice balance in your portfolio, and take it with a grain of salt. Like I said, I think it's a risky stable coin at this point. That is just my opinion. So with that being said, hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe, like. This is CryptoSLO. If you're not talking gains, then we're not talking.